Hi, and welcome to Talking with Felicia. My name is Felicia Tamika Sheppard, and on today's show, we'll be talking to Jim Ventress, who's the Chief Professional Officer of the Santa Cruz Boys and Girls Club. Jim, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. So tell me, Jim, how long has the Boys and Girls Club been serving the community of Santa Cruz?
We've been here since 1968. We started out in New Hall, and then we ventured out to Saugus, Canyon Country, and Val Verde. And now we have two full-size facilities and a satellite serving the entire valley.
Wow, that's awesome. So how long have you been working with the Boys and Girls Club?
Ooh, this is my 30th.
Am I aging you?
30th year. I've been out here almost 22 years, and I ran a club in East Los Angeles for 8 years. So it's 30 years with the Boys and Girls Club movement.
That is awesome. You know, I read your bio, and you received many awards from many different organizations and different foundations, and the Boys and Girls receive a lot of money. So I want to commend you about that, because if you spearhead a good club, people will come and give money.
Yes, that's true. We have a great community out here in Santa Cruz,
which is awesome. Tell me, how much does it cost to go to the Boys and Girls Club?
It costs a member $24 a year.
$24 a year?
$24 a year. The cost to the club is about $525 a year. But that additional cost doesn't go to the, once the child pays the 24, it's on myself, it's on our board of directors to make up the balance. And fortunately, we've been very successful with fundraising in our community with our annual auction and the Festival of Trees, and we do a golf tournament.
Are those annual? All of those are annual events.
And the United Way has also been very generous to us.
You know, it's so nice to know that there's a center out here that your child can go to and pay $24, because most child care facilities cost, you know, could be cost between $500 to $700 to $500 to like $1,000 a month. And to know that the families in Santa Cruz could send their child to a wonderful place and only pay $24, that's excellent. Well, how old do you have to be?
It's 7 through 17, or senior in high school. You could be 18 and still come to the club as long as you're a senior. So
if you go to the club, what kind of activities do you do?
Oh, we have a variety of activities after school, starting with homework. we have a learning center, and our
so when they come, they have to do homework first.
No, they don't have to. It's really their choice. They learn time management at the club. That's the one thing. Some of the parents that pick their children up at 6:30, or 7 o'clock, the child knows they should have their homework done at the club. So if they get there at 2:30, 3 o'clock, it's up to them to kind of figure out when they're going to do their homework. And also they have to understand if they're on a sports team, you know, they need to make sure, like if they have a 4:30 game, they better have their homework done, because you don't want to let down your teammates. And maybe in the Arts Center there's a project you want to work on, or you may have some computer time that day. So you have to kind of balance your day out when you're at the club also.
You do. So you have a computer lab at the club?
Oh, yes. And that's where we changed over the years. 10 years ago, I doubt if we had 10 computers, you know, between the office and all the clubhouses. As of December last year, we had 102 computers.
Between all three facilities?
And about 85 are geared just towards the children.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who donated all of that?
Oh, we've got them from different sources, different grants. Where we have a digital art program through Boys and Girls Clubs of America. We're able to get some Macs donated. Through the Department of Education, we got 10 brand new PCs per location.
Wow, that's great.
And then when we opened the Sierra Vista Club, because of the...
That's the newest club in Canyon Country.
That's the one in Canyon Country. We went in partnership with the school and the city of Santa Cruz to put that facility up, and it's 27,000 square feet, very large. But we share classrooms, and one of the classrooms is the computer center. And through our fundraising efforts, we were able to put 16 brand new computers, and the school matched with 16 computers. So that computer center has 32, and the school uses the 32 at Sierra Vista during the day, and then after school, we take over, and we have 32. So it's a nice partnership also.
That is really awesome. You know, I have some footage of your Kids Day 2006. Tell me a little bit about that, and then we're going to go roll the tape.
Well, Kids Day is something that came out of our national offices. This is our 5th year, but this is the first year we actually did it in Santa Clarita. You know, fathers have a day and mothers have a day.
Thank you.
Groundhogs have a day. You know, so we said, well, maybe kids should have a day. And so we've been trying to really push it eventually be a National Kids Day.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And
Spearheaded by Boys and Girls Club.
That's right. And, but fortunately, in our city, they partnered with us, and they did a lot of work in helping us as far as getting the booths and networking and getting all the organizations together. And Janet Zudala from the city, she was wonderful, along with Rick Gould, the director, that okayed the city's participation with the club. And we were able to have 20 sponsors from Walmart to Blockbuster to Pepsi, and over 50 organizations that had booths, and did some great work that day. And from the Special Olympics to Child and Family, I mean, all these different agencies that serve our community were located. And they all did some sort of activity like face painting or a game. And they also had the information on their organization, so they were able to really give that information to all the people
out there.
And we were anticipating 2,000 to 3,000 people, and we had 6,000 people show up.
6,000 people.
And this was our first time doing it here in Santa Clarita.
I'll tell you what, we're going to go to roll the footage, and we'll talk more about it after that.
Sure.
Mothers have a day.
Fathers have a day.
Even groundhogs have a day.
So today,
In Santa Clarita,
it's
Kids Day!
Yay! And we want to thank the city of Santa Clarita and over 50 organizations that helped put this great event on.
Especially Walmart and Blockbuster. Walmart donated all of the bikes, and they donated money to make this event possible, and a laptop computer and backpacks filled with school supplies. And we had a lot of really great sponsors: McDonald's, Hometown Buffet, Pepsi donated all the free drinks, Empire Realty donated 3,000 hot dogs.
And all the different organizations, for Girl Scouts, Child and Family, they were all here today. We had an awesome day here, and I would anticipate over 6,000 people.
Over 6,000, yep.
And Janet did a wonderful job. We're so blessed to have her in our community. Go Santa Clarita.
Go Santa Clarita!
Hey!
Go Girls Club!
I'm Tiffany and this is Anna. We're here with
Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Special.
And what do you guys do for Kids Day?
What do we do?
Their hands are tired.
Hi, I'm Mario Hidalgo, and I'm a global messenger for Special Olympics. And I'm also an athlete.
So you guys enjoying Kids Day?
Well, we're having a wonderful time and a good turnout today for the first one, isn't it?
Cool. So hope you you guys enjoy.
Well, thank you. Thanks for talking to us.
Hi, how are you today?
Good.
We're excited to be here at Kids Day today. This is the Action Parenting Support Group, where we work with parents and teenagers to help them live in a better world. And we're really glad we're here with these kids today.
Well, you guys work with KHTS Radio, your hometown station. We're the only radio station here in town. And we're here at Kids Day today. We brought the vintage fire truck. It's from 1948. It's an old
Empire Realty Enterprise is a real estate company in Riverside. We're just here to sponsor Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, I want to do that.
Well, we're with Calvary Chapel Gateway. We're at Church of Castaic, and we're offering free face painting. As you can see, all the boys and girls are getting their faces painted with butterflies and snakes and footballs and whatever we can draw.
And what organization are you from?
And we're with Calvary Chapel Gateway.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
From Mount Teacher Fun Center. Hi. Kids Day is awesome. Look at that big old line we have in our booth. We've had so many people here all day long. It's awesome.
Okay, we'll enjoy. Thank you. What do you do for Kids Day?
Well, we're part of the Optimist Club, and what we do is we offer free kid prints for the children. So we take the fingerprints, and then that way the parents take them home.
And we just want to know what you guys do here for Kids Day.
Kids Day, we pretty much tell the kids what they should do and show them the back of the seat.
What do you guys do for Kids Day?
Well, we actually, behind you, donated pretty much all the gifts we donated a laptop.
We just want to know what you guys do on Kids Day.
What we're doing is we have, so you can do a bunch of really cool trivia questions on like Disney movies and all kinds of movies. And if you get it right, then you win a prize.
So Kids Day, we come out and we tell a lot of different moms and families about our organization. Get the word out to different moms that we have a support group for them and their kids, with play groups, field trips, and things like that.
We've got a ring toss game. So they've got rings that they try and toss into the cups that are filled with sand. And for that, they get different amounts of candy. We also got free pens, candy, stickers, things like that.
Okay, so we hope you're having a good time.
We're having a great time. How about you guys?
We're doing good too.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
And we're going to move on to the other thing.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Okay, we're doing a tennis challenge game where the kids come out and their goal is to learn how to hold a racket correctly and bounce it 5 times in a row on the racket. If they can do that, then they win a prize. So we're giving away water bottles and frisbees and visors. That's what we're doing today. We're so happy to be here.
I feel like I saw a snake. I saw a Kids Day is being fun to me.
That was awesome, Jim. That was an all-day event. So what time did it start?
Actually, it wasn't an all day. We started at 12 and we ended at 4.
12 to 4, okay.
But everybody is saying next year we'd like you to extend it.
So to be a little bit longer. It looked like the kids had a great time.
Yeah, they did. And the committee is already saying we probably have to go at least 6 hours, maybe even 8 hours. But everybody has their volunteers they have to think about also.
So is it definite, you're definitely going to have it next year?
September 15th.
So it's definitely going to be an annual thing now?
Yes. Our mayor has also declared Santa Clarita September
Kids Day.
15th is Kids Day in Santa Clarita.
That is wonderful. So this tape was awesome. Who did this tape for you?
We have a digital arts crew at the club with some of our members. They're around 11, 12, 13, 14-year-olds.
So the kids did the tape?
And the staff, yeah. So
they did a great
the
job.
2 young ladies interviewing,
yeah, the 2 girls.
They're fabulous, and they did a great job. And I love the way one of them would say, organization. What organization are you with? They were very thorough, you know. So, but they had fun doing it, and it was nice coverage.
They
too.
looked like they had a great time.
Yes.
They could be news reporters in the making.
Yeah, and I think the other thing was just you saw the different organizations and the different sponsors, like Walmart, 15 bicycles that we raffled off.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that is so great.
Blockbusters had a nice Xbox. All the kids were just all in front of the stage.
My God. Call my number. Call my number. Yeah. So everybody got a raffle as they register. Do you have to register? Is there
well, if you want a raffle ticket. No, everything was free.
Okay, so how does everybody get a raffle ticket? How did that work?
You come in and you register.
Just by giving your name?
Your name, and then you get a raffle ticket.
Did you get a goodie bag?
As you went around, all the booths, they had something for you. So at registration, you got a bag for your goodies. But like Whole Foods had cotton candy, and McDonald's had their apple dippers, and we had free hot dogs. Pepsi supplied 4,500 sodas and waters. We ran out.
With 6,000 kids.
We were anticipating 2,000 to 3,000 people.
Wow.
But the beauty was the families came. It wasn't just the kids. It was about the families.
The whole family.
And a lot of families showed up, and that's what we wanted.
That's excellent. So tell me then, Santa Clarita has grown by leaps and bounds. How has the growth in Santa Clarita and the diversity, how has the club handled the diversity, the growth, the multicultural? How has that changed the club over the years?
Well, the club has always been anybody can join the club. Anybody can be a member of the club. I think because the fee structure is low, we make sure that it includes anybody. So if you're in a lower moderate income situation, you certainly can afford the club. I think some of our cultural activities over the years, we've tried to incorporate a little bit more diversity. Whether it's dealing with Hispanic Heritage Month or Black History Month.
So you do a big production for Black History Month and Hispanic Heritage Month.
We've always done that over the years. I think the other things that have changed over the years is our role, particularly with our working moms. You know, they love to see the kids have a good time with the club, but also get their homework done. And sometimes that requires tutoring. So we have tutoring.
Do you have a tutoring program?
4 days a week. Fortunately, the majority of our tutors, I'd say 75%, come from the high school honor students.
Oh, that's good.
They have turned out to be excellent tutors. They're all 11th and 12th graders with just very, very smart, and we give them 2 or 3 kids to work with, whether it's math or English, and they've done a wonderful job. We also have students from Masters College, COC, Northridge, that also come in and do a nice job. So we concentrate heavy on homework. I mentioned about the computers. We have to have a lot of computers now for them to get homework done.
Computers is taking over the world. You can't do anything unless you have a computer. So tell me about this, Jim. We're here in Southern California. We have celebrities. What celebrities donate to the Boys and Girls Club? I know a lot of them have grown up with the Boys and Girls Club. One of my favorites, Denzel Washington. I know he's a big supporter of the Boys and Girls Club, and I know others are. Tell me how those celebrities work into the Boys and Girls Club. What do they do?
Well, Denzel, for instance, after he did one of his movies about the boxer, well, he got us the gloves that we auctioned off.
I think that was Hurricane.
Yeah, Hurricane Carter? Yeah. So anyway, and he signed them in Hurricane Harbor.
Really?
It's Hurricane Carter.
Carter.
Think about Six Flags. But anyway, they signed those, and we were able to auction those off. Shaquille has been very good to us. He's been very good to our kids. He had the kids down at a Laker game. Before a Laker game, we were able to take 30 kids down, and he came out and spoke with them for about 15 minutes and made sure they all had hot dogs and sodas and a Shaq hat and a Shaq shirt. So it's been very good. One year, we had his shoe, size 22. We actually put a little baby in the shoe. That's how big the shoe was. And we auctioned that off. We've had a jersey, and of course, Kobe's been very good. Kobe's been to the club to talk to our teens, and he gives us a jersey every year. So,
what kind of sports do the clubs offer? Do you have any competitive sports at the club?
Yeah, we do have a large basketball program during the winter and the summer.
Okay.
We have mini soccer, which is indoor soccer. We play in our gymnasiums. During the summer, we have softball, and then we have girls flag football.
Girls flag football. How's that working out?
That works out very well. Yeah, they can play.
I'm sure they can. I'm sure they can.
Very good athletes.
And it's only flag football, so they're just pulling the flag, right?
Yeah, they can be pretty tough out there.
Well, we can be tough when we want to. So tell me this: what success story? What's your biggest success story? If you had to stay in your 30-year time, what success story that comes right to your mind? You don't have to think about it.
I have 5 or 6 that come right to my mind, but I think Ernie Gudino is one of my favorites. And you're not supposed to have favorites, but
everyone has favorites. They're all human.
Ernie had started the club. I think it was about the 4th grade, and he lived in Val Verde, and he had 5 sisters, and his dad worked, didn't make a lot of money, and mom was a stay-home mom with the kids. And Ernie was at the club every day, and then we got him involved in our teen club called Keystone Club. So he was going to Saugus High School, and he spent 4 years in our Keystone Club. And over that time, he really developed as a leader. And he had the respect of all the teenagers. And as a matter of fact, he was in the top 5 finalists for the Pacific Region Youth of the Year.
Really?
Back in 1989. He received a scholarship from the club to go to COC. He spent 2 years there, transferred through the Height program that they have at COC to UCLA.
Wow.
Finished UCLA and was into law school. At the same time, he was working for Sears. And Sears saw his leadership ability too, so they kept promoting him. And so now he is the store manager for Sears in Carson. And he's kind of put his law school on the side for now, because I think Sears definitely sees his leadership skills, and I forget how many employees report to him, but he is the man at the Carson, at Sears and Carson. So, but it's just to see a young man like that just grow up, take advantage of the different activities, and develop his leadership skills. And to this day, I can tell when United Way is having their campaign, because all of a sudden I see a list of employees from Sears donating to the Boys and Girls Club in Santa Clarita. So I know Ernie must have had a little speech for them, and yes.
So let me ask you this, Jim. You said before, not wanting to age you, but you've been in 30 years. What keeps coming you back? I've been to the club. I've seen you with these kids. They love you. You know their names. It's like that's Cheers, where everybody knows your name. You go in there. You know all their names. They come to you, Jim. You always seem to have time. When I come in, you make time for me. I mean, what keeps you coming back? What is it?
Well, I think I'm really blessed to have found what I'm supposed to do on Earth.
Amen for that.
And that's work with kids. I'm very blessed in that way. And I think every day, I leave the house and I have a little prayer for guidance and patience. I don't leave the house. I don't leave the house without that. But I still enjoy what I do. My management background, I think, at UPS really helped me.
I read that in your bio.
In getting my degree and working hard at that. So I was able to kind of have the management side, but still I can uncork myself and be a little kid some days.
I know, I've seen that.
And then keeps you going, and also reminds yourself why you do what you do.
That's
and why it's important. But I think the bottom line is it just works.
It makes you happy. Do you want to say anything about your staff?
Well, I have the best staff, and if it wasn't for the staff, I mean, half the things
you can do by yourself. I understand.
So we have good training programs for our staff. We always wish we could pay them more.
I'm sure you do.
But being a nonprofit and being the way it is, fortunately, I do have quite a few people there that, It's not just about a paycheck.
It's because that makes them happy.
But it's
Jim,
right here.
I just want to thank you for coming. You open up our eyes about the Boys and Girls Club, what they can do, what it does for children, what it does for families, and they really appreciate that. I thank you so much for coming, because it's been a pleasure sitting here talking to you. Thank you, because I'm definitely going to need it. You know, I'd like to say, in closing, I'd like to say thank you to Jim Ventress for coming out and talking with Felicia. And if you'd like to get any information about the Boys and Girls Club, please feel free to call Jim Ventress at the number on your screen. And if you'd like to email me about any questions about Talking with Felicia, you can do that at www.talkwithfelicia.aol.com. And I want to leave you with my mantra. If you want something you never had, you have to try something you never did. And next week on our show, we'll have Tim Boyston from the Canyon Theater Guild. Talking with Felicia. Thank you.
Santa Clarita is Southern California's entertainment destination. Just minutes from LA, Santa Clarita's year-round weather means you can enjoy year-round fun. Like thrilling coasters and water parks, premium shopping, destination day spas, fine dining, outdoor adventure, and major events such as wine festivals, golf tournaments, and the Cowboy Festival. Santa Clarita, always in season.
Rancho Camulos, Ventura County's first historical landmark, was a Mexican land grant awarded in 1839. History lives on at the 13-acre museum of Rancho Camulos. Take a tour highlighting the rancho's operation under 3 generations of the Del Valles. Visit the birthplace of Ventura County's first working winery and learn about the mysterious history of Helen Hunt Jackson's Ramona. Visit ranchocamulos.org or call 805-521-1501 for information on tours, museum hours, and special events. Located off the 126 in Piru, Rancho Camulos, where hospitality calls home.